Hey everybody, this is Justin here with my review on Divergent. Before I get started, I'd like to say I have a special appearance by 22TigerDude that will be playing at the end of this video, and he will give his thoughts on Divergent as well. Divergent is based on the popular book series by Veronica Roth and stars Shailene Woodley, Theo James, Kate Winslet, Ashley Judd, Jai Courtney, Miles Teller. And this is about a world that's divided into fractions based upon virtues. And Trish learns that she's a divergent, which is that she won't fit into any of these fractions. They have different fractions that work on like farming and then political things and fighting. So there's like these different fractions and she won't fit into any of these, and she's considered a divergent and she's a threat to the system. And she leaves, and when she discovers a plot to destroy the divergents, her mysterious four, played by Theo James, try to figure out why the Divergents are such a threat before it's too late. I was looking forward to Divergent on the part of, it looked like Hunger Games kind of, but just not as big as the Hunger Games, and I was worried that, they have all these popular book series turned into movies, and a lot of them are bad, a lot of them don't do great, and then they just scrap the series as a whole. And it's a shame, because some of them are actually pretty good books and movies, but they didn't generate enough money to actually go forward with this, and I was worried that Divergent would be that next movie that, it was a pretty good movie, just didn't make a lot of money, so let's not make any more. And it made a lot of money, and it was really good, so they're making more, which I'm happy about. I haven't read the book, so I can't compare it to the book at all, and I would like to read the book, and I would like to read the other ones before the other movies come out in 2015 and 2016 respectively. The movie opened up really well, and it showed this destroyed city of Chicago, which Chicago looks like now, but it was really fun to see the city and how the people have become, the fractions, how they're divided. They really showed upon that. I really liked that. The movie was rather slow in the middle part. There was a lot of the training, a lot of the fighting, a lot of the relationship between Triss and Four, and it was rather slow. They were trying to fill the time in. It was like a 2-hour and 20-minute movie, and just the middle part of the movie is just where I lost interest. But a lot of the secrecy and the mysterious and this government controlling everything was really fun to watch. Shailene Woodley and Theo James did a great job here. I think one of my favorite parts of this movie is Theo James. In the beginning, he's this hard person, he's just strict, no one likes him, he sticks to the rules, he's a hard ass, but then as the movie progresses, he has this great character development and you understand him more, and he's got this sweeter side, and Triss understands him, and she can build this relationship with him, and it's really nice because he goes from this kind of person to this bigger person who's wanting to help everybody, and I really like that part. I really like that part about Theo James. He did a great job here. Shailene Woodley headlining Divergent, great job. She's an up-and-coming great actress. Great job with this franchise now. She'll probably be starring in the next two unless something happens, but her here as Triss was really great. I really enjoyed her performance here as well. I liked that there wasn't a lot of romance compared to other teenage books like Twilight and Hunger Games and all that. There was romance in here, don't get me wrong, but there wasn't a lot of romance, and that's why I think I was more interested in it than the less romance, more action, more plot is where I was drawn into it more. Overall, Divergent was a really good movie, like some great action scenes towards the end. It was fun. I think the soundtrack for this movie was very fitting. It had some great music from popular artists. Now, the large landscape of Chicago was really well done, and I liked how the buildings looked. The costume design was really well done. So overall, Divergent was a really good movie. I'm going to go ahead and give it a B+. I enjoyed it. Just the middle part of the movie was kind of slow. It was still fun to watch. It was just a lot of training. Just kind of like the first Hunger Games movie. There's a lot of training, a lot of getting to know everybody that's in this fraction that Triss is in, and understanding Theo, understanding Four, and understanding everybody as a whole, and understanding Kate Winslet's character and why everybody doesn't like Divergence and why they're a threat to the system. So 22TigerDude, what did you think of Divergent?
Hello to all of the awesome people on Justin Watches Movies channel. This is 22TigerDude, and I want to thank Justin for letting me guest star on his channel to review Divergent. Divergent was a film I wasn't really all that interested in, but I gave it a chance, and I gotta say, I was really surprised by Divergent. This really was a really good film, and in terms of storytelling, I felt it was really strong, really refreshing. I even talked to a few people at my screening that have actually read the book, and they said that this film pretty much followed everything. They didn't really leave out that much detail from the book, so I'm going to credit the film for that. Shailene Woodley is wonderful here. She was really good, and for this being her first blockbuster film, she was really impressive. Theo James is pretty good. Kate Winslet is underused, but I thought she was really good as well. Miles Teller, coincidentally, also is Shailene Woodley and The Spectacular Now, one of my favorite movies of 2013. He plays a D-bag, but he did a freaking good job with it. And Jai Courtney, man, what a dick. He acted his role so well. Wow, holy shit. I thought the training sequences, action sequences in this film were very well done. They were well choreographed. The cinematography looked beautiful. Neil Burger did a splendid job directing this film. He had awesome camera techniques. I was really invested in the storyline the whole time. It really was very well executed. And the finale I thought was really strong. It had a couple of powerful moments. I do think this is a very well progressed film, and I don't really mind the fact that most of this film is just them training, because you're supposed to do that when you start off a trilogy, and plus to build up for the second and third film. My only problems with this film is that the ending is a bit rushed. I thought the execution was off a couple of times. It was a little long, and the romance between Shailene Woodley and Theo James, really unnecessary. Didn't have to be there. Added nothing to the story in my opinion. Overall, this movie is freaking awesome. It has me excited for the second and third film. Divergent gets a B+ from me. It really surprised me. Thank you, Justin, for letting me guest star on your channel to review Divergent. If you guys want to check out my channel, feel free. I am 22TigerDude. Don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power! Thanks for watching, everyone. You all rock.